Honorable members. I know Freddie Mercury, when he doesn't figure this thing, he just flips it open. I can't do that. I've got the honor, you can sit. I've got the honor to present a couple of awards. But just before I forget, I want to promote this book. If you look at nurses running our health system and the crucial role of nurses, there's a lot of answers to that question in here. I wanted to buy 20 of these to bring them to the conference, and Georgia could only find 3. But please make yourself the effort to get this book, because I only have 1 as an award left. What I wanted to say about that, it's divided into 3 chapters, or 3 parts. And the first part is trauma, the second part is resilience, and the third part is growth. And I thought it was very similar to our topic, learning, adopting, and thriving. So I go ahead to present. I first want to say a word of thanks. Can I please ask everybody who's outside to step inside? Thanks for standing up to show our respect and our gratefulness for the team that made our conference so memorable. I think we all enjoyed the food, enjoyed the cleanliness of the place, enjoyed the decor, enjoyed the atmosphere and everything about the place. So big thanks to Liana and Torchi. Who are leading this team. And to all the others of you, thank you very much. Matilda, the host, and her husband quickly climbed into a car and drove off so that I can't drag them into this room. But can we, Albertus, are you here? Because Matilda drove off. But please extend our word of thanks to them as well. Thank you. Lost Kaki? Okay. I want to continue with the awarding of the prizes. I just thought I don't want to keep them waiting there. So we've got a number of awards for the best professional, for the best workshop, for the best oral presentation. And I want to start giving an award to Nompumelelo Mahlambi for the best presentation by a clinical associate. And she talked about the contribution that clinical associates bring towards the Western Cape in terms of circumcision, quality care. Yeah. The next presentation, the next award goes to the nurse who made the best presentation, and it is Silingela Ngobo. For the mobile team that goes on into the far away places and provides actually treatment to people. Sorry, you do get a book. It's the secret midwife, I think. Okay.
When I was training, I think in 1999, I was the best midwife.
I knew that. You know, my other profession is being a Sangoma. Okay, so the next award goes with a book, and it goes to the best therapist presentation. The presentation was called Will I Stay or Will I Go Now? And it was presented by Stephanie Homer. I know, Stephanie's not here, and I will send the book to her, because this one goes to the next presenter. You can take the certificate to her. The best presentation by a doctor went to a doctor who explored the influences on early career journeys of graduates from a longitudinal integrated clerkship, and that was presented by Franco Kutsia. And just to explain you how the awards were selected, each session, the chairperson got a scoring sheet with a rubric, very scientifically tested, evidence-based, and they had to score. And then we looked at who got the highest score. So we had to include 2 extra categories because these people scored 98% and 100%. And the person that scored 98% was Garth Moyes for Rural Helicopter Emergency Medical Services. And that goes to the best paramedic at the conference. I'm not sure if anybody has to take it on his behalf. Johan, will you make sure it goes to him? The next presenter, I called the award for the best healthcare worker presentation of the conference. And it had a name. It takes 2 to tango. Smagela Kumalo, 100%. The next award goes to the best keynote speaker, and I asked Steve Reed to score all the keynote speakers so that they all scored by the same person. And Steve selected the keynote speaker of Gurisa, Gillian Saluji. I don't know, you can take this for her. There's somebody that can take this on her behalf. Also, all these certificates, we will try to email them to you, then you can print them in case they get strummed up in this journey, then you've got an e-copy of it as well. Thank you. The next presentation is for the best oral presentation, which happened also to be a professor, and that goes to Ian Cooper. Talking about rural doctors' early experiences of coping with the emerging COVID-19 pandemic. Ian? I'm running out of books, I'll get one today. Well done, Wanda. And then we had a tie of 2 workshops. They both got 100%. And I want to call to the front, Elma de Vries and Jürgen Starts, please. Okay, Johan, will you take responsible for? And Elma, I don't know if ER is your specialty, but you're responsible for the whole MBCBHP program, so you need to get up to date with the ER issues. Elma presented on a a person-centered approach to a patient with a sexual or gender diverse background. Thank you for that, Elma. Jürgen presented, I don't know, I was there, and he had this thing around the hip and showing how to stabilize the hip, and it was called a disciplinary emergency skills training tailored to the South African primary and rural healthcare setting. Transdisciplinary emergency skills training. Thank you. And then there was just one panel discussion, but they also scored 100%. So I have to award them. Anybody who was here on the discussion of termination of pregnancy, can you please all come forward, those that are still here? Zodiac. Okay, okay. And I don't have books for you because I'll see you every day at work. So you'll get yours then. Usually we have a student presenting, and I think this conference, the only student that actually did present something was Cameron Joseph. But I don't have a certificate for you. Okay, I hope I haven't left out anybody. And I think all the presentations are wonderful, high quality, to the point, relevant, stimulating, inspirational. So the first people that I want to thank today is all the presenters that made the effort to send in abstracts, work on presentations, and facilitate the scientific program here. Thank you very much to all of you. Also to all the other people that came, made the effort to be here, to engage in the discussions network. So I want to say thank you to all the participants at this conference. And let it note on your own, pat on the shoulder. I also want to express thanks to the people that are not here, because they're keeping our hospitals and health services running while we're having a good time. A special thanks to the Oudtshoorn sub-district for hosting us. And I asked Charles to sit here, because I want to tell 3 stories about him, if you allow me. Charles and I started at Stellenbosch University in 1986 as medical students. Tiger Bird still had 2 separate parts, a black and a white part. And we had about 10 students of color in our class of 200. And they were a very significant minority that didn't have any space to move in because it was a conservative space. But every now and then, Charles put up his hand and said, Professor, this stuff you're talking there's more awareness about the need of rural healthcare. So thanks for leading the way at the universities. He was also born in this hospital. And the hospital is like Tigerberg, it's got 2 parts. The old part was built when there was a flu epidemic to deal with the pandemic. Spanish flu. Hospital was built. Later, when the population of Oudtshoorn grew, a very cheap portion was added for the black patients, where Charles was born. When he returned as a doctor and walked into the hospital, the nurse stopped him and said, Meneer, die aanvang vir swartes is daai kant. And he had to say, sorry, I'm a doctor. Mister, we don't have any black doctors in Oudtshoorn. Anyway, he broke it as well. And now he's the leader of the hospital. Remember the third story. It was the 31st of December. And there was no alcohol restrictions. And he was busy patching together the patients in the black emergency. And the nurses from the white emergency phoned him and said, Doctor, there's a patient hier. There's a patient here. And he answers, yes, nurse, there's about 30 patients here. There's a belangrike meneer, you moet nou come. Doctor, there's an important person, you must come now. He said, I'm busy. That important person can walk across to my side. Sorry to put you on the spot, but this is just how rural health had to develop and fight all these barriers that we put in our ways. Together with you, thanks to Heinrich, Ehrenreich, thanks to Herman, thanks to all the colleagues at Oudtshoorn Hospital, thanks to Z. Brickles, the district manager that gave us support. Then I also want to just say a word of thanks to the committee that organized this conference. We had two committees, an organizing committee and a scientific committee. I can quickly read the names. Organizing committee, Steve Reed, Johan Scoorvers, Herman Krüger, Madeleine Müller, Ernestine Breuners, Anthea Hensen, Cameron Redden, Stephanie Homer, Davi Singh Sibisi, Davi Singh Frankasa, Lunga Gaza, Butchlafi Shirinsa, Darren Swart, and April Cornell. I want to come inside the room, please, April. And Markwin, please step inside to the front. So April works in Human Development Department in the Ganju district, and he was accorded to us to be the admin support for the conference. Markwin is the admin support to UCT here, and we roped him in to help for the administration for the scientific program. So I think we owe them a hand of applause. Thank you. The scientific committee was headed by Steve Reed. On it served Johan Scoorvers, John Lotz, Victor Fritland, Indira Govender, Anthea Hansen, Cameron Reardon, Sumaya Gabriels, Tabi Singh Sibisi, Balim Shlongo, Itayo Olwari, and Edwin Labello. So thanks for them for putting together these exciting programs, giving you feedback on your abstracts, and hoping to shape your thinking so that you can present the best that you had to offer. So thanks to the scientific team. Remotely, we were supported by the conference office, headed by Stephanie Homer, Abigail Dreyer, and Erika Bostock, who do all the finances for us. So in their absence, I think we should acknowledge their hard work and their contributions. I also wanted to just, a lot of the exhibitors have left here, have sponsored parts of this conference. So a big thank you to all of you. I acknowledged you earlier, so I won't name the names, but thank you very much to all the sponsors of this conference. You helped us amazing. I'm talking here to a microphone that works, and responsible for that is Christo in that corner. Together with Christo and Johan and his team. Can we please applaud them? They've done a magnificent job. Also, word of thanks to Mr. Saptu, who organized the taxis to the satellite venues, and to De Kerk and the community hall for their management to allow us to use those facilities, to give us a rural feeling. I'm also grateful for the band who get us dancing last night, and to Carpe Diem, who danced on their own. A big word of thanks to those two cultural programs that added some value to the conference. Is it my time up already? 2 minutes. Okay, I'm finished. Thank you.
Speaking of books, this has been an amazing conference, and it does take one person to put it together. Herman, thank you. So not just for doing an amazing conference, but the enthusiasm from the beginning, all the meetings, absolutely on it and absolutely there, and just being excellent in organizing with such warmth. And I think we can feel that warmth right throughout this conference. So a huge thank you to Herman for leading us and helping to put it all together. We have a hard act to finish next year. So I'll do a quick blurb for next year, shall I? Next year, Eastern Cape. Woo! So past conferences has been in Bulangula, Rhodes, Grahamstown. Am I leaving anywhere out? Those are the three main places. So we are looking around East London next year. There's a couple of options. We're quite keen on Morgan's Bay, but Stutterheim and Port Alfred's also in the mix. But Port Alfred's got to Kentucky, so we're not sure. But we really want to look next year. We really want to encourage you to start laying the seeds this year. And one of the things we realize is that our students and our young doctors don't really understand how the Radasa conference works. You know, if you want to go to the Academy Congress, you actually have to have a research paper to come and present. We'd be actually happy for people to just come and present some of the small projects that they've done, a QIP, an audit, an interesting best practice, and to already get students, young doctors, interns, ComServes, enthusiastic to come and tell us about the stuff that they get up to in their rural placement. So we can already start laying the seeds for that. And we'll try and get the date and the venue out certainly before the end of the year so we can build some excitement for that conference. And we'll try and follow the great example set this year here in Oudtshoorn. Thank you very much, Herman.